Okay, welcome back to the Not Your Typical Skulltaker campaign. For anyone new, this campaign is intended to escape from the steamrolling that you have in regular vanilla Warhammer and basically slow down the overall pacing of the campaign to give it more of a proper Total War experience. And the story of this one so far, obviously, we're not very far into it, only on turn 8. This is our starting settlement right here. We did raise and create a blood host here at Qu'ittax, and then we came down and we fought a much larger than normal battle here at Chaqua. That's because instead of being able to take Qu'ittax on the first turn and Chaqua on the second or third turn, I think it was turn 5 before we were finally able to reach it because we've cut our campaign movement in half. Anyway, enough said about all that. We finished them off. We went to war here with these lizard men. We defeated them in a major battle, and now we're on our way back up here because we've also declared war on these lizards up here. So we also have Alberic bearing down on Tlaxilin here, so there's an excellent chance that they'll get there before we will, and we might not even be able to participate in the fighting against them. If that's the case, that's fine, because we'll just go to war with Alberic, most likely. Anyway, I think we're ready to do an end turn, so let me go ahead and get started with that, and we'll just kind of have to react to circumstances as they occur. This is the remnants of our blood host, which is attriting right now because it's past the timer. This is our second lord that we just recruited just as an emergency measure in case these lizards decided to attack our capital, but they ran away. So, all right, let's go ahead and I'm not going to do the cloak of skulls just yet because I'm waiting to get to 50 Champion's Essence here. So I think we're just going to go ahead and get started here with the end turn. Okay, and here comes Qu'ittax, so this could be interesting. Let's take a look at Qu'ittax at the start of our turn. If they come up here and try to take Chaqua, maybe we go to war against them as well. It's only a matter of time before we go to war with them, I'm sure. And okay, this is interesting. He's not attacking up there. It almost looks like he's going to try to come down our way, but I don't know. Maybe he would declare war on us. It's almost like they're working together now. This is quite interesting. And here come the lizards. All right, so we've got our work cut out for us. Well, our army is in a less than ideal state because we did take some casualties in our last battle, but I still feel like 1v1 we are a match for any of these enemies, or maybe not Qu'ittax. I'll have to look to see how strong they are. Faction destroyed, Clan Mange, okay. Relentless Rage, yeah, okay, so that's good, of course. And recruit 30 units, yep, okay. War declared. So, this is interesting. The Hunts Martial Expedition is now at war with Alberic. Okay, and then we have the Hunts Martial Expedition at war with the Dark Elves as well. Okay. Well, it sure looks like we've got 3 different enemies bearing down on us here. These guys, and we can defeat them. These guys are not an enemy currently, but they very easily could be. We can't really see how strong that army is, unfortunately. These guys look like they're bearing down on us, and it really looks like Alberic is interested in coming our way also. Now, part of it is that these ruins are now colonizable, and if they do decide to colonize, that gives us an opportunity to attack them with multiple armies, potentially. I don't want to say it's a shame exactly, but certainly we could have colonized this one by now. It's been, what, 6 turns? So 6 times 12, you'd think it would have been a 72% chance that we would have colonized it by now, but it didn't happen. It's fine. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and take a look at these guys right here. These red-crested skinks. They're they're decent. I think I said they were good units last time. I guess maybe I'm thinking of a different type of red-crested skink. There seems like there's like a different version of them. Maybe that's stronger, or maybe I just remember them being stronger than that, because they don't look all that impressive. Okay, then you've got a lot of Knights Errant, which is not the strongest cavalry in the world, obviously, but it is certainly not the weakest stuff in the world. I don't know. That doesn't look like all that strong of an army either. He's level 6. He's got 1 paladin also in there. You don't have any additional heroes, and you're only level 1. I kind of feel like we're level 9. We've got multiple Blood Reapers here. We've got better overall melee infantry. I feel like we could be a match for any of these guys. So I think what we want to do is we want to encourage a battle. So I'm almost wondering whether I should go into ambush stance. The thing is, this is Skulltaker. I don't really think of him being much of an ambusher, but if we can, at 80%, if we can trick them into colonizing those ruins, the thing is, I want the replenishment. Okay, so we're going to come up this way anyway. We're going to stay visible in order to do the replenishing. You, however, you could potentially go into ambush stance. Maybe here?
We must walk this path.
And you can go into ambush stance as well, down here. And we'll get 3 armies on them if anybody does decide to colonize. Now, I don't think they would colonize with us right there. But I don't know. Maybe they'll head over towards our capital, which looks undefended as long as this guy doesn't get pulled out of ambush stance. All right, we're going to try that anyway. We'll see how it goes. Also, I'm very curious to see what Alberic is going to do. If he's going to declare war on us, I hope he does it after we take care of the lizards. But there's no telling when he's going to do it. All right. Anyway, we've got recruitment costs and recruitment ranks. That could be very good. Let me just make sure this is going to include. Yeah, this does include the bloodletters, so that's good. Monsters and beasts, we absolutely do not want to focus on that right now. First of all, it's not thematic for Skulltaker, who wants to focus on bloodletters right now. But also, as far as I know, they have not yet hot-fixed the problem with monsters. And then chariots. Okay, so this is definitely the way to go if we stay in the armaments line here, the armaments tree. We could also go into one of these. This feels like a lower priority right now since we've already recruited. This does increase our capacity for cultists, but we don't, as far as I know, we don't have the building to allow us to recruit them yet. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this, and then I'm going to go ahead and investigate what building do we need to recruit cultists. So if there's no search bar here, I guess. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Those are the exalted heroes. There you are. Cultist of Corn. Okay, so it's just the basic military building. We could build this into any old minor settlement. And we probably will eventually. All right, let's go ahead, I think. And we'll check our diplomacy really quickly. We are still a little bit stronger than Alberic. We're not as strong as Itza, so if they declare war on us, that's a little bit of a concern. We're definitely stronger than these guys still, and we're stronger than them. All right, fair enough. Let's go ahead and... Ooh. This is a possibility now, but I don't really want to make nice with too many neighboring factions. Let's just see what they would give us. They would give us 500. That's not worth it. All right, let's go ahead and end our turn and see what happens here. Okay, he did not colonize. He's actually suffering attrition right there. And Bordelot, you are... What? Okay, those, I guess they're not at war anymore. I didn't take note of a peace treaty between them, but very clearly they are not at war. Is he close enough to attack, I wonder?
Let us hear it. But in
No, I'm not. Sorry, I'm not super interested. Not super interested. If we have met Hunts Marshal's expedition, which I assume we have because we can see them right here, I may ask them if they would pay us to go to war with Alberic. Okay, so Nurgle is Ascendant. We got a couple of ranks here, and... Interesting. Okay, peace negotiated. Yep, right there. Okay, that's why I hadn't noticed it before. They just now went to peace with one another. Okay. Fine. So you are now at war with Hunts Marshal Expedition. You are at war with Hunts Marshal Expedition. Hunts Marshal Expedition. If we offered to join the war against them, what would you give us? 1,000. Alright, I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take a look here. Yeah, we actually don't have... We don't have a an attack on him. We can't reach him. He backed up. So we could attack here.
Do you know who I am?
truth is war.
Would you be able to reach? You certainly could. He probably would... No, he can't retreat. He is in march stance. Well, we need to start fighting some battles. That's basically what it comes down to. So let's go ahead and do this again. Let's talk to Marcus Wolfhard here. And Marcus Wolfhard, why don't you give us some money, and we shall go to war with thine enemy. Yep. Okay, good enough. And that ought to scare the bejeebies out of Alberic's army right here, out of his soldiers. They have no escape. Wait a minute, why? Oh, you're telling me I can't reach it to attack? That's unfortunate. Can you reach to attack? No, you cannot either. And certainly you can't. Oh, I didn't think that went through very well. All right, well, I guess we're going to stay. Why on earth can't I attack there? I mean, that's all one. It's all one continuous piece of land right here. There's nothing blocking us. We're literally right next to him, game. Why? Why would it move me? Nobody owns this settlement. Why is it blocking me from attacking him? I do not understand this. If anybody understands that, you can explain it to me in the comments.
Skulls for the skull throne.
But no, it most certainly does not want me
I'll have their skulls.
to attack here. Alright, well, first things first, I'll go ahead and do the skill ups. We'll give you... Oh, gosh, I think maybe... Well, we got charge, we got melee attack, we've got speed, and we've got hit points. Or I could just keep going with... I'm going to keep going, honestly, with melee defense, I think. Because they need more melee defense. That suits me fine. We want to make them tough to kill. Alright, Yeah, I'm really aggravated by this. I was not anticipating that, and, you know, shame on me for not double-checking it, but even so, it doesn't make sense to me. Does not make sense to me.
Pitiful, prey, doomed. For Khorne's eternal glory. Blood is truth.
Alright, and then you are going to be... What am I going to do with you?
One blood.
I'll tell you what, this campaign movement reduction is definitely already having a humongous impact on this campaign. I'm assuming he's going to retreat. We missed our opportunity to fight him, and that makes me really, really disappointed. 46 Champion's Essence that we're losing here. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and get you... Okay. Are you guys... If you attacked him, I don't think we're close enough to support one another. I'm going to leave you in ambush stance for no other reason than I don't have anything better to do with you, quite frankly. Alright, it is what it is. And,
The war within, we perpetuate without.
what are we looking at here? We're only one turn away. We need 5,000 to be able to level up. Alright. Okay. I don't think I want to do any of these. No. I mean, I could do this conceivably, but to increase it from 12 to 17% just doesn't feel like it's worth 1,000 skulls. Plus, it might accidentally colonize this one down here, which we're not in any position to defend. All right, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and check out our diplomacy very quickly. All right, let's go ahead and take a save here and do another end turn. I just obviously could not imagine not being able to reach him in March stance. Okay, now he did colonize. He's not an enemy yet, but he may be soon. Let's see what this other Lizardman faction decides to do. Okay. This is fine. I'm just going to auto-resolve this. No, I guess I shouldn't. I don't like to do auto-resolves. I had no expectation of doing any significant damage to him, but we'll fight it anyway. Should be only a couple minutes. This is also why I did not bring the other Lord over closer to this army, is because I didn't want him to get pulled into a battle over here with these guys. I think the obvious tactic here is just to try to choke point right here. Is there another way around? There is not. This is it. Get you back here. Now, if they're smart, they'll just shoot us to pieces with their ranged units. Let's go ahead and let them come to us. Now you, the Blood Shrine. Okay, so yeah, these guys are the mounted archers, so they are going to be smart enough, apparently, to do that. Well, I say they're going to be smart enough to, and now all of a sudden they are not coming forward. They're waiting for their melee infantry. Okay, that's fine. These flesh hounds, let's get prepared. Come on, guys. What is taking you so long? What are you doing? You have to attack me. Does he not realize that he has to attack me? He's the attacker here. Alright, well. Alright, so I have actually walked away and made myself a small meal and had a drink before coming back to this, because I was not sure whether or not our battle timer would end at the 60-minute mark, and lo and behold, it does not. So, it does appear as though we are going to have to actually... Sorry, I had to check the recording, make sure I'd remembered to turn the recording back on. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to have to actually attack him, which I'm not at all happy about. I don't know if this is a bug in the AI. If it is a bug in the AI, I don't know if it's a vanilla bug or if it is something in the... could possibly be something related to the mods that we're using, but I don't think it would be. I don't think there's anything that... any mods that we're using that would affect Battlefield AI like this, so I don't know. However, it's going to be a loss anyway. There's, you know, it's not like we were going to do any kind of massive damage to them, so let's just go ahead and get this over with. I'm not happy about it, but, you know, ultimately it probably doesn't really make any difference whatsoever. We're just going to do the best we can to actually try to get in here, and in fact, I'm going to try to confuse them. By not targeting them, sometimes they don't do a particularly good job of running away, but in this case it looks like they did. Alright, well, we'll get into... we'll just get everybody into one unit here and do as much damage as we possibly can. Let's pull you back out, maybe. Maybe we can do a little cycle charging. But this is basically just a great big fracas here, which is going to amount to not much of anything. At least nothing productive for us. Let's go ahead and speed up again. By focusing everything, all of our attacks on one unit, I had hoped that we could... You know, it would have been pointless for us to distribute damage across all of his different units. Actually, you know what we should have done is gone against maybe... these guys. Probably silly for me to change now. Yeah, that was dumb. Wait a minute, where is he? There he... Is that him? Is that the one we did the most damage to? Alright, anyway. Let's just get this over with. I guess I could have actually just conceded defeat, but... Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about you! What a disaster. That was pretty dumb. He's actually going to get to the fight just in time for the entire rest of the army to disintegrate. Looks like. He's got no special abilities. He's going to get overwhelmed, of course. Did some damage to those mounted yeomen, though. And then you guys over here. How are we doing over here? Keep trying to take him out. We've held up a lot longer than I expected to, that's for sure. I'm pretty impressed by the resilience of our demons here. Our leadership is actually still not broken. Huh. Okay, well, you know, maybe Khorne is a little bit stronger than I expected. I can't make it go any faster, though. There we go. Now I think we're about to start losing everybody. We almost got those foot squires down. In fact, we can do this. Okay, how about you? How are you looking? Not sure where the unit is that we did the most damage to. Oh well. Yeah, I'll have to go back and check the campaign settings. I thought that I generally had the battle timer set to 60 minutes, but to be honest with you, this may be the first time ever in Warhammer 3 that I've actually had a situation like that where the battle timer even became relevant. And it's possible that I turned off the battle timer entirely. I guess maybe unlimited is one of the options. If so, that must be what I have selected. Okay. Well, again, this was an expected defeat, but I'm kind of hoping that he gets stuck in a position where we could still... We have Demons Reforged. This is... Kind of forgot about that. All right, we even got some skulls out of it. Is he going to pursue us? He looks to me like he's stuck in a zone of... Okay, yeah, he's stuck right there. All right, well, that actually worked out pretty well. I don't love having given him a little bit of additional loot from an experience from having won a battle, but it got him into a vulnerable position. And now you're going to be vulnerable as well. And now you are sending yet another army our way. How many armies do you have now? My goodness. Oh, I think you moved one back away from us. Yeah, because Itza took that settlement, so you no longer can do so. All right, it's fine. Okay, so the main thing is we need to fight these guys where they can't reinforce one another. They're not allied, so I don't think they would. Hopefully we're going to be able to attack. You actually succeeded at maintaining your ambush. Let's go ahead and get you. I don't see any reason not to move you a little closer. You can join in. And you can join in. And the question is, where is he going to retreat to? Because I have to assume that he is going to retreat. Let's take a look at his army here. Yeah, he actually took a little bit more. Well, of course, he's also suffering attrition. I was going to say he took a little bit more damage than I expected, but still, we ought to be able to. Okay, do not retreat too far away for me to chase you. That's my one rule here. Okay, he's actually going too far away from Skulltaker, but he did not know that this guy was here. And so we can definitely run him down with that army. Close victory. Interesting. Very interesting. This is going to be... Okay, it really comes down to where the reinforcements are coming in at, but I'd like to fight over here in the trees if possible. Alright, so not fantastic that we're coming in back here, because there's not really any trees that are going to help at all. But it's okay. As long as we get these guys to survive long enough, I guess that's really going to be the trick, isn't it? Maybe we put them over here. Fighting these trees over here. It'll take them a little while to get to us, and that's really the one thing we have to make sure of, is that they survive long enough for the reinforcements to come in. So let's go ahead and start the battle. Let's go ahead and move down here.
I lead, you follow.
Wonder if Alberic is smart enough to attack us this time. We've kind of completely lost sight of him, unfortunately. Okay, well, it is increasingly looking like we're going to survive long enough for that army to come in. Let's go ahead and Get you guys over here where you can join together with these lads. Hello. Hello. That's interesting. Okay, let's get you... Yeah, let's get you guys on him. It's fine. It's all good. Melee defense can't move on him. And here comes the rest of our army. So we're going to lose these guys, our secondary army. It's fine. They had no battle victories. Everybody over this way. If you run into something along the way, you can fight them. Okay. Skulltaker. Go ahead and use your charge bonus. Let's get you guys as well working here with him. Okay, you guys, everybody this way. You guys all this way. All right, how are we doing over here with you? We just about lost these units. You know what? Let's do that. And let's do that on you. This causes damage to self, but we can regenerate somebody else. That's kind of interesting. Okay, all you guys up here. Get forward. Okay, you guys. Yeah, their cavalry is going to be a nuisance for sure. How are we doing right here? You're still kind of hanging in there. Be interesting to see long term how that goes. Okay, why are you guys? Why are you so spread out? What is going on with the pathfinding? I guess. Oh, there you got in a fight with a unit over there. That's what's going on. Okay. Yeah, you guys, come on. Let's try to get a little bit more cohesive than this. This is really not going swimmingly, that is for sure. However, it's actually okay with me because I want to start replacing the bloodletters with exalted bloodletters. And so I actually don't really mind if I start losing some of these bloodletters. Well, I'm only going to lose these guys right now. And there they go, okay. Yeah, you're in kind of bad shape. Let's see if we can get you to survive, however. That would be kind of nice if you can survive. Let's go ahead and do a buff over here. Let's make sure that we've got everybody fighting something worthwhile. Let's get you guys over here, maybe this way. You guys up here. You guys are fighting right there. That's fine. Right here, yeah, we're starting to see the superiority of our melee units. Okay, what are you doing? Now we want to get you out of there. We want to get you into the relative safety of our front lines. Come on, man. You could do better than this against foot squires. Go ahead and do that.
Desolation! Desolation! Desolation!
And you can buff these guys. And then you can keep running away. Right, how are we doing here? You guys try to catch up to them. You guys, look at those. Man, I am impressed with the leadership of those foot squires. They have stood toe to toe with us for a very long time now. Keep going, man. Keep going. Get behind our front line. You guys, we need you forward here as well. You as well. Get in here. You guys over here. How are we doing right here? We should be winning over here, right? You guys help out on them. Okay, over here. Skulltaker. Boom, go and use your debuff on him. Take him out. You guys get in over here. Let's go ahead and do this on him. You can... Entities cannot die. Let's go ahead and give that then to... Let's give it to you. You should be away. Why are you not away? Come on. Pay attention to me when I give you orders. Okay, over here, we're doing all right. Over here, there we go. All right, we need to take out the enemy lord here. Come on. Come on, run him down. I don't think any of our bloodletters are likely to catch up, so we'll probably just get them out of the way. You guys as well, but you guys have this. You don't. Come on, run him down. Run him down. Are we doing any damage at all to him? 1380. Let's speed up. Yeah, we're doing some. That's good. Not a ton. But we'll get there. We can... 15 more seconds, we'll be able to do this. Should help. Okay. Here we go.
Skulltaker.
Yeah, all you guys now on him. What's he looking at? 664. Come on, guys. I lowered his melee defense. Come on. This is the universal sigh of resignation. Sorry to waste everybody's time here, but it's just you get way better loot from killing the enemy lord. It's got to be done. We took enough casualties here that we want to definitely make sure that we get something out of this. What are you doing? Does this affect affects enemies in range? So it should affect just him.
There is blood.
Oops. Okay. Oh, there we go. He died. Okay. That actually helped quite a bit. Alright, I'm not too worried about having lost these two bloodletters. It's unfortunate that Pav... Well, no, Pav... We like Pav. He survived. He actually did pretty well. He might have even been the reason why we were able to kill Alberic there. Anyway, he's the one who's going to get the defeat trait for Alberic. But we should still get... I'm assuming we still get the Champion's Essence. Or do we have to Do we have to be the attacker with Skulltaker's army? Okay, these guys did not reforge. The rest of these guys, we didn't lose any units, so that's good. We got some decent money. Got a bloodstone here. Definitely take that. You got 2 ranks. Definitely take that. And I think we'll go ahead and take more skulls.
Wretched bones, made glorious in corn.
And defeated Alberic. It's a melee attack plus 15 when fighting at sea, which is okay. Never mind. I'm not at all disappointed that Skulltaker did not get that. And we did get the Champion's Essence. Okay. And we got Banner of Swiftness. Okay, that's good. Gained a Juggernaut. You know what I just realized? I meant to pay attention to Skulltaker himself and see whether or not we were doing effective in melee with him on his mount. I think I'm going to take him off the... I'm going to take all of these characters off their mounts until we know that the issue has been resolved. So I'm going to do that now while I'm thinking about it. You are going to go back on foot. You are going back on foot. And you guys do not yet have mounts. Okay, let's go ahead and give Coordinate Familiar. This is going to go on... Already got one. Give it to you. Magic items already all assigned. Wait a minute. Who got the Bloodstone? Pav got it. That's fine. I think I'm alright with that. Let's go ahead and give the skill ups then. Route Marcher and Blood Feast. You don't get any skills. You don't get any skills. You got one. Give you Foe Seeker. Ooh. Or maybe not. Bonus versus infantry passive ability Hungering Blades. Enabled if more than 40 kills. I like the sound of that. Let's take that. And that means we can't do this. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And then you can finish off Lightning Strike. And now we're good on the blue line unless I want to do this. At this point, I'm close enough. I probably want to go ahead and do that as well. Which means maybe I will take... I think I'll probably take Sustained by Slaughter. Although increasing the Demon's Reforged could be useful, but I don't... Hopefully I'm not going to be losing tons of units.
Yes,
Alright, I think then... let's just make sure we're set up to be able to deal with these guys. So if he stays in march stance, he can get as far as here, but that's going to be too far away to attack us down here. So I do not think he's going to launch an attack on us with that guy. You can come back this way. We're just going to regroup, basically. You
truth is war.
Probably need... Oh, you've... Wait a minute, if I put you in march stance, you don't get any additional movement? Don't tell me this game is glitched out again.
War is corn.
This happened again. This happened in my Malekith campaign. I wouldn't... Yeah, this is a character. This Pierre Lamoureux here. He is a character who survived the battle. He shouldn't have. He should have died when the rest of the army got wiped out. But instead... He actually has survived the battle and is now locking Pav the Murderer in place. They are occupying the same exact territory. This is the same bug that happened in the Malekith campaign. Okay, Interesting. Please let me know if any of you have seen this, because this is now the second time in about a month that I have seen this bug, and it's a pretty significant one. Now, in this particular case, it's not nearly as crippling for us as it was in the Malekith campaign, because it was Malekith and his 20 stack that got locked into place where they couldn't move, whereas this time it's only Pav here. I could very easily just go ahead and disband him.
We serve the greatest god.
You, meanwhile, I need to get you
More skulls reaped later.
encampment stance.
Look out.
He's not going to attack us. Alright, so you are...
God's eternal glory.
You're at 6 battle victories now. We'll go ahead and disband you, since I can't move you, and I don't want to keep paying money for a lord that's almost dead and is sitting there vulnerable to attack and cannot move. So that's not usually what you like to see. So let's go ahead and disband. Okay. Not thrilled by the number of problems that I'm having already in this campaign. This one I cannot blame on the DLC, because like I said, we've encountered that problem before OOD dropped. Alright, let's go ahead and level this up. And do I want to do any more recruiting with you? I could, but what I might honestly want to do is recruit some Exalted Bloodletters. They are... Oh, no, it's this building that allows me to recruit the regular Bloodletters. Okay, these guys are 200. The Exalted Bloodletters are 300. I really had no... I have no reason to keep this building. Unless I want to level it up. And honestly, we don't want to level it up here. This is not the right place for it. So I think we're going to demolish this, because I'm not going to be recruiting the War Beasts right now as long as that bug persists. That reduces the effectiveness of monstrous units. And Chaos Furies are basically a worthless unit anyway, except for maybe getting into like artillery. But I'm just going to demolish that and build a different building here. Then you, yeah, we definitely want to keep that. Okay, yeah, interesting turn of events, and now we do have our Cloak of Skulls here that we can go ahead and do this. Passive leader, army ability, Blood God's Shackles upgraded, so this is better, and we get 2 uses of it now. And then Cloak of Skulls upgraded. This happens automatically after more than 40 kills. Missile resistance plus 40% is really nice. Okay. Yeah. Empower. So we finished that one off. So we're already at 4 upgrades to our Cloak of Skulls. And if we look at our victory conditions, what do we need? 9? Yeah, we're at 4 out of 9 already. Now, obviously, we're nowhere near the 30 settlements. Okay, so then the last question remaining is, do I want to do this? Honestly, I think I do. I think I do. It would take too long to run back into our own territory to recruit them for half price. So it's better to pay more now and get them into action right away. Be very curious to see what that army there decides to do. I'm also going to be very curious to see if we ever colonize this. It has now been, what, 8? 8 times 12%, 96% chance of occupying that, and it has not happened. All right, I think... Oh, wait, I could do another Cloak of Skulls. Okay. Yeah, let's check this out. So, this. 25% experience of the defeated lord. Yeah, we'll do it. It's only 25. All other lords gain 5%. Okay. Yeah, it's not really probably where I want to focus, but it does... unless I want to save up for this. Enables the ability to travel to enemy lures. Oh my, that's huge. Okay. This is going to... Oh, this is going to completely change the dynamic of the campaign. I forgot about this. Yeah, in fact, somebody made a comment about this on the first video. Yeah, once we unlock this, this is going to really help us to overcome the campaign movement reduction. So that will indeed be quite useful. Well, I think maybe... Let's go ahead and do this for now. We'll get 50 soon enough. Okay. Do our diplomacy again. And... Alright, let's go ahead and do another intern here. Not exactly sure how I'm doing on time now because of that. I didn't turn off my timer when we did that that battle where I waited until it reached the 60-minute point of the timer. Okay, I approve if what's his name, Marcus Wolfhart, if he wants to come down and start attacking them, I would be okay with that. I'm not happy with Pierre Lamoureux there, who made me disband one of my armies. Okay, he is coming down, but like I said, he can't reach us. They're backing up so that they can reinforce one another. However, Skulltaker has lightning strike now. So as long as we are the attackers, we can still fight them one at a time. Okay, recruitment cost and recruitment rank. Oh, if I had waited one more turn, I would have gotten the advantage of that. Oh well. Alright, so we're at 5 out of 8 technologies. And we're at a full stack of 20. Not quite at full replenishment, but we're looking okay. I cannot reach them to attack this turn. So what we need to do is we need to lure them down to where we can attack them. Which means this. I can live without the replenishment for one turn, I think. This Blood Host, I'm just going to go ahead and just... No, I changed my mind, actually. I could use you guys as a decoy. Let's see if... We're pretty close to that hero, so he's probably going to pull us out of ambush stance, but it's worth a try. It's worth a try, okay. So then we have the money to be able to go ahead and do... Maybe... This is all armies, income from post-battle loot, and income from raiding. Do I want to do... Or I could do this. This would be the right place to build it, but I'm not going to be building any monstrous units for the time being. I could do this. It's not much of a help to our garrison, however, so I don't feel like prioritizing this, really. But I kind of... Eventually, I'm going to be wandering farther away from this. I do want him to be able to defend himself. He's going to end up having 8 in the garrison, plus 3 if I get it up to here. That's plus 5. That would be 13 in the garrison. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I don't love it. I'm not super confident with this city being able to defend itself, but it's better than nothing. Alright, research available. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've unlocked here. Honor and Blood, charge bonus for bloodletters, armor piercing weapon damage for bloodletters. That's very good, obviously. Melee attack and leadership for infantry units. That's huge. Giant Slayer. That's only for Chaos Warriors and Halberd infantry. Blood Whirlwind. Yeah, not going to help us. I think Rage Within is going to be the way to go here.
My ferocity grows.
And again, we just want you to be
Walking wastes my skill.
to be able to react to whatever they do here. Okay. And also, I'll be very curious to see... Oh, he might come up this way. If he does, we can jump him. That suits me fine. That's actually not a bad place to be in ambush stance. It's just we could end up getting pinned in between enemies, which is not ideal, but we'll do what we can. All right, let's go ahead and check our diplomacy once more here. We're at 150, so obviously we've very seriously declined in that sense, but so did Alberic. However, now Tlaxland is technically stronger than we are. That's interesting. Can't be helped. And I'm not going to recruit another lord. I'm going to wait for the other one to become available here. Pav, it's going to be 4 turns for you. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and end our turn. Okay. Yeah, we were pulled out of ambush stance, unfortunately. Not surprising. But if he moves a little bit closer to us, we might be able to attack him anyway. I have a feeling he's too far away. Okay, interesting here. We've got 3 armies bearing down on us, and although I do like our army right now, I don't like the prospects of having to fight 3 enemies. Ambush foiled. What a surprise. Okay. Campaign line of sight. Yeah, like I said, I know we were going to get lots of those. Let's take him off his mount. All these guys off their mounts. You got a blood throne. Okay. What do we have? The Awakened and Paladin Nurslings, and Eats is at war with the Awakened as well. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this first of all. Let's make sure that nobody is mounted.
The hero's journey ends here. Bearing the Slayer Sword.
Okay, and then you guys got your skills. Let's go ahead and give you Hungering Blades. I'm sorry, not Hungering Blades. Scythe of Punchaff. Where did I see Hungering Blades? Oh yeah, no, it's that passive ability. Okay, yeah, that's what we want. All right. Well, if they're going to be able to see us anyway, then we do want to make sure that we're going to be able to replenish. But I could move down this way. The thing is, I do not want to abandon my capital city. Not this early in the campaign. So, yeah, you just unfortunately cannot move. You cannot move far enough away from that hero to prevent him from being able to pull you out of ambush stance. Our chance to assassinate is not worth the money. Alright, well, it is what it is. How far can he reach? Not super far, actually. Okay, you know what? We'll go ahead and do this.
I would fight the gods themselves.
We're gonna get our replenishing. They can still see us, obviously. Over here, we're going to try to draw one of their armies over this way. And I'm going to try to disband this army rather than let it get into a fight that it has no chance of winning. Okay, I'm not loving this, but again, we did not know when we started this campaign how the movement reduction was going to affect things, and I think we have a much better sense now for what it is doing. It is fairly crippling, But 1 or 2 more battles, and we'll be able to unlock this, and then that'll help us a lot. We just need to get through those 1 or 2 more battles. All right, let's go ahead, and I'm not going to bother to check diplomacy this turn. We'll do 1 more in turn, and that'll probably have to be it for this episode. Am I forgetting anything? Let me just check my magic items and ancillaries, all assigned. These coordinate familiar. Everybody's already got one, so yeah, not important. Okay. It would be okay with me if they decide to colonize Qu'ittax here. This would have been a terrible time for the Drawn to Destruction to have triggered. So I'm glad that didn't happen. Yeah, I don't like that hero. I'm very upset that that hero survived the battle that he had no business surviving. He's going to colonize. No. I'll tell you what, these lizards are not very aggressive, are they? They're pretty chicken. Start calling them the chicken men rather than the lizard men. And you would think, with Marcus at war with them, they might have considered maybe trying to defend their home territory from Marcus. How strong is Marcus? Yeah, this is the anti-player bias at work here, where he's being threatened from up here by a stronger enemy than we are, and yet he's throwing everything he can towards us. At least Alberic, at least we dealt with him for the time being, so we don't have to worry about him. But you, unfortunately, you're staying too far away from me to be able to attack you. That is a bit of a nuisance. And I can't go into ambush stance as long as this hero is around. And I need to be fighting some battles. And I can't move right here because you can hit me with both armies. And even as strong as we are, I don't know, we might be able to win that battle against both armies, but we'd take so much in the way of casualties. We'd be very, very vulnerable. And are you at war with anybody else? The Pallid Nurslings and the Awakened, okay. Yeah, so you are. So again, we would think that they might not throw everything they've got at us. You're at war with 3 enemies as well. And then we've got Alberic is at war with us and Marcus. Well, we've done everything we can to give Marcus Wolfheart the opportunity to take their territory. If he doesn't do so, then, you know, not sure what to tell him. Not sure what else I can do for you, Marcus. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. A little bit disappointed in this episode because of a couple of things that look like bugs in the game to me. One of them AI related in the battle with him not attacking me. And also, I do not love that this one happened before. I was less concerned about it when it was a once-in-a-million freak accident, but now that it has happened twice in the span of a month, I'm a little bit worried that that is going to be a recurring problem. And again, the problem is that this hero was a part of an army that retreated and then was defeated, and the entire army should have been destroyed. And instead, he survived, and he stayed in place, and then was locked up in exactly the same space as where our second army was, thus preventing our second army from being able to move. Very, very bad bug. All right, well, enough said about all that. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.